why Luke passed, his future in Episode 9, a first for a Star Wars movie, and many other things that just have me stupidly excited.
You're fulfilling your destiny.
Quick heads up, I was out of the country state for 10 plus days and was supposed to have videos auto-released during that time. They didn't for some reason, so I have a bunch of videos to publish in the next week. Sorry about that. Okay, first, Rian Johnson, director of The Last Jedi, talked about Luke's sacrifice and the future of the Jedi Master in the Star Wars universe. Rian Johnson explained that the act Luke performed at the end of The Last Jedi literally took everything out of him. It was a huge thing to do, and the physical toll was great, which is part of the reason he then became one with the Force. Rian also wanted to make Luke's final act something myth-making, as Johnson strongly believes that the Star Wars universe needs legends. He said it goes back to Luke telling Rey, "What do you think one guy walking out there with a lightsaber can do?" Rian realized the answer was, create a legend that will spread hope. So combined with the physical toll it took him to perform the Force projection, he also realized that there was no greater thing he could accomplish, so he passed on to another realm. He became one with the Force, which, as we've learned through canon, is just the beginning. And Rian hopes that this opens up plenty of possibilities for Luke in canon. He stated, "The idea of Luke having passed into another realm and what the potential could be there for his involvement, that seems like it just gives you a whole other realm to get into if Abrams chooses to in the next film." I think Luke as a Force ghost is a huge possibility in Episode 9, not something Abrams would pass up, and I feel like a lot of people think the same thing. I'd be so happy to see a more at peace Force ghost Luke than the tortured man we got in The Last Jedi. Oh, and Mark may be trolling us, as he loves to do, but he tweeted and then repeatedly deleted something that, I don't know, I find a little interesting. In it, he congratulates the actress that played Holdo in The Last Jedi and talks about a deleted scene with her he hopes makes it into the DVD extras. Now, again, Mark could be trolling, as it would be really odd given the sequence of events to see Holdo and Luke together. Maybe it was a flashback, but I don't think that fits. I think it is more likely Mark voiced or played an alien that was in a deleted scene with her, and Mark phrased it in this way to mess with our heads. Moving on, Donald Glover, the actor that plays Lando in the upcoming Han Solo movie coming out in May, talked about reshoots and something being done in a Star Wars movie that's never been done before. While he claims he didn't feel any stress playing such an iconic character, it may have been because, as Donald states, Ron Howard came in to take over the film and allowed the actors to be comfortable with their vision of the characters. In fact, Donald as Lando didn't have a lot of reshoots. Now, did other characters? Probably. On a shot that's never been done in Star Wars before, he said, "I remember going onto set one of the first times, he was like, 'Yeah, I want to follow you onto the Millennium Falcon and do this thing.' I was like, 'I don't think I've ever seen the outside go into the inside.' He's like, 'Yeah, no one's ever done that shot.' As a fan, I was like, yeah, I was really excited. I know there's been a lot of talk in the press about this movie, but for me anyway, it was a dream and also it looks really cool to me." So for the first time ever, we're gonna have a tracking shot where we follow someone from the outside of the Falcon all the way to the interior. I'm just obnoxiously fucking excited. Oh, and speaking of the new Han Solo film, director Ron Howard said that a trailer for it is coming soon. I'd guess in under a week. Lastly, we all know that we're getting an Obi-Wan movie, and likely Ewan McGregor is going to play Obi-Wan again. And to add fuel to that fire, here's a recent image of him looking very Obi-Wan-like and working out. I cannot wait to see him as Obi-Wan once more. What are your thoughts? Agree with Ryan on Luke needing to sacrifice himself to create a legend? Excited for Han Solo? Will you punch Disney if they recast Obi-Wan?
Thanks so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe for more Star Wars videos.